you. You can just start telling us a little bit about yourself. And is the correct pronunciation, is it Petek?
It's Petek.
Petek.
Yes.
Okay.
So actually, there's a funny story with my acceptance too. I was admitted to the guys' side of the dorm because of my name. They thought I was
really?
Peter. They thought I was Peter. So I lived on the guys' side of Dixon Hall for a semester.
Well,
so that was fun.
Yeah,
I enjoyed
probably,
it.
That's
and they thought my surname was Salman, like the fish, not Salman. So.
Well, that might be an interesting first story to talk about when we go live. You got to spend a while on the guy's side of the dorm. Not everybody can say that.
Yeah. So are we live now? So tell me when I should start, because I'm not understanding what's going on.
Yeah, no, I'll do I'll give you I'll tell you when we're about 30 seconds out, and then I'll just say, you'll hear me say, okay, welcome back to Giving Day Live.
Okay, sure.
That'll let you know that we're going. We still have 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So
last I looked, we were in London. Where are we? Who's online?
Who was I interviewing previously?
Yeah.
Yes, it was a student that's in Scotland right now.
Ah, nice. Okay. I guess the weather is better than there, but
yeah, she made it.
Scotland.
She said it was a rare sunny day so far in Scotland.
Yeah, in here right now, it's kind of too warm for April. It's about 20 Celsius, which is what, upper 80s or 90s.
Wow!
I can't convert anymore. I could convert when I was back in Cornell, but not anymore.
See, you shouldn't have to. We should be the ones converting. we're the ones using a system that nobody else uses.
That's a good argument.
Yeah. So I should be the one converting. You shouldn't have to put yourself through that. We've actually had a really good string of probably five straight sunny, nice days. Hey, you can come in. I'm not on the air for one more minute.
No. You eat really fast.
What's that?
You eat really fast.
Oh no, I can eat during the next break. Thank you.
Yeah.
Are those T-shirts?
No, it's not. Oh, I should have brought the T-shirts.
Oh, I don't need them. I can show them.
No,
show the one I have.
I got this wrapped in my sweater, so it's stay warm.
Oh, that's really nice of you. It's above and beyond.
I'm sorry, I should have gotten here 5 minutes earlier and you could have eaten. But
no, it's all right. I'll get on the next break. That was hanging in.
Mm-hmm. Tired?
Yeah, I'm just trying not to think about it.
No.
Don't. All right, Petek, here we go. We got 20 seconds left, so I'm going to start the introductions, and then we'll go from there.
Okay.
What's that?
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
I can hang for a little bit. I'll watch it.
Okay, we are back, Giving Day Live, now 5 a.m. on the eastern seaboard of the United States. Quick update on our numbers has us at 389 gifts and $103,000, $103,806 so far. So a really good start to Giving Day. Again, thank you for everyone that's supporting us. You East Coasters might just starting to be waking up if you have to commute, but you're probably in bed for at least another hour, unless you're a parent like me. But now we are so pleased to be joined by Petek Salman from Turkey, class of 99. Is that correct?
Yes, it's correct.
And so thank you so much for joining us. We continue to circle the globe. So how are things in Turkey today?
It's good. It looks like it's a good day. It's too warm for April, but so far so good. And I got an option to stay at home today, so that was good. instead of going to work. So to do this interview. So everything is fine. Should I just tell who I am and when I graduated from Cornell? And
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Tell us a little bit about
Okay.
yourself.
Sure. So I attended Cornell from 95 to 99. So I'm class of 99 from College of Arts and Sciences with a major in economics and a minor in statistics. And after graduation, I lived in New York for a while, for about a year. I had left and looked at Amsterdam and worked there for a bank, for a Dutch bank, ABN AMRO. And then I lived in London for some time for HSBC bank there. And then I located back to Turkey, worked at HSBC Turkey here for about 6 years. And then I decided to join our family business, which is a steel pipe making factory right outside of Istanbul. So I commute there every day. So it's great that I'm not going to work today because I don't like commuting. And what else? So it's a family business. I'm the only child, and I'm the only, let's say, graduate of an American university in my family. But I have my own kids. Because I really like the education system in the United States. And unfortunately, the Turkish education system is not getting any better due to our wonderful politics at the moment. So that's about it about me. What else can I say? Well, I love my time in Cornell. I think that some of the questions were like, what were your favorite moments in Cornell? Was that right?
Sure. Well, I think it'd be interesting to know. You talked a little bit just now about wanting to study at an American university. So was that a hard decision for you to decide to come to the United States for school?
Yeah, actually, it was a tough decision in the sense that because I'm an only child, my parents were kind of reluctant to send me abroad. But I went to an American high school here, so the education I got was to begin. And right after high school, we have an examination here. We can take, and it's for the Turkish universities. But it's very competitive. I mean, SATs are competitive, but this is much more competitive in the sense that you can only take this exam once. And if you're feeling bad on that day, and there's millions of students taking it on the same day, and you have to be in the top, like, less than top than 1%. Nervous about that. So
Yeah.
my parents at the beginning thought, okay, we'll apply to the American colleges, just as a backup. So what started out as a backup plan turned out to be, something is wow, okay. I thought I pressed something. So then I started applying to American colleges just as a backup, but it's not the case. So it turned out not to be the case. And I think my only Ivy League school was actually Cornell, for which I applied to because our neighbor was a graduate of Cornell. He was the class of 43.
Wow. Okay.
So, yeah. So he was a major influence in my decision to apply. And my parents wanted definitely a campus school instead of a city school because I mean, they were sending their 17-year-old daughter halfway across the world, and they just wanted to make sure that I went somewhere safe.
So were you able to?
Cornell was a great bet at the time, and luckily I got in.
Were you able to
Sorry?
make a trip to visit before
I
actually
didn't hear your
showing up?
question. No. And at the time there wasn't internet, so I only got,
Right.
So there was these catalogs that we looked at, and I love the colors, the red and white, which are the same as Turkish flag, you see. So that was kind of another point why I, wanted to attend. But the campus photos were amazing. It just looked like heaven on earth. And and of course it's Cornell. I mean, if you get in, you want to go, right? So, so that's.
And even if you don't get in, you probably want to go.
Of course, I mean. So after I got the acceptance, I also learned my university scores in Turkey, and I got into my first choice here as well. But we decided no. I mean, what are we comparing? You know, it's it was impossible to make a comparison between Cornell and the university I got in here. So, so basically, I packed my bags and left with my father. And see, Cornell was when I came for the Prepare program, which is for international students.
Hmm.
For regular incoming there, 10 was a good idea because the people that I met on the first day of Cornell are still my closest. So basically, yeah, that's the Prepare program was amazing, and I loved my time in Cornell. So
Since you weren't able to really discover much about Cornell before deciding to go there, other than some of the pictures and catalogs you mentioned, uh, did you get some good words of wisdom from your alum neighbor?
yes, yes, I did. Well, he went to a master's degree in Cornell.
Oh, okay.
He was engineering program. He mentioned some, you know, like I mean, the was amazing, and also he talked about down. Apparently, and he lived in now I forget like Seneca Street. And he loved his time there. And what was the name of the bar that burnt down last year? Unfortunately, I forgot
The chapter house.
The chapter house. So he talked about the chapter house a lot because it was in existence back then as well. And he said, when you're of age, you'll go down there and, you know, grab a few drinks on my behalf as well. So that was that. So he gave me a few pointers like to have pecan pie, which was at Oak and Shills.
Yeah.
So yeah, because we don't have pecans here. I was quite impressed with the pecan pies at Oak and Shills and Ivy Room, and of things. I mean, I was in engineering school. I mean, different world, but unfortunately, he passed away a few years back. But he's been a mentor all my life, so I'm really glad I followed his advice.
Well, so are we. It sounds like you've been an outstanding member of the community, and you can would be happy to know that chapter house is rebuilding and it's
built. Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah,
good.
It should. Well, it was originally scheduled to be open at the end of this summer, but I think that might be delayed a little bit. But it will be back.
Good.
And speaking of coming back, when was the last time you were on campus?
It was unfortunately in 2009.
Okay.
Quite a few years back now. I have to go back soon. I couldn't make it to any of the reunions because the dates somehow don't match. You know, the June dates don't seem to match my programs around here. But I hope to make it to maybe the next fifth one, which is coming up when? It's about in 4 years, I think. So, so last time I was there was 2009, and I was just like impressed to see all that new buildings that were going up. I thought there was no more place to build any more buildings, but apparently there is. And so
there's
all these
probably a few more since then too.
I know. I've seen like pictures of buildings that I don't recognize from Instagram. I'm following Cornell University. Things that I see that they look like crazy technology, and they look very amazing. But my heart is still with the old buildings. You know, I'm an old soul at heart. I love the old kind of stuff. That's what I look forward to. But the campus in New York City, I really want to see that when I go to New York again.
Yes, yes, the tech campus is coming along quite nicely.
So yeah, those are dorm lives as well. Well, I was living on North Campus, but now I think it's only North Campus that the freshmen are living in, right? As far as I know. So that's changed.
Yeah.
But I mean, when I was looking at the dorms that I lived in internet program houses for 2 years. The International Living Center, which was a low-rise on North Campus, and I also lived in the Language House, the German section. And that was a lot of fun. My best friends from Cornell are from, because you spend 24 hours almost, well, let's say 12 hours a day with them. So that's a lot of fun. So I still keep in contact with my friends from both of those houses. So that's fun. Oh yeah, we were talking about this. My acceptance into Cornell. Apparently I got accepted as a guy because of my name. My name is Petek, but it's a lot of people think it's Peter, and a lot of people, when they see my name, think I'm a guy. So, because it looks like Peter. So I got into Cornell, and I was in Dixon Hall, and I go, and I'm looking for my room. And the girls' side of the dorm finished. And we're walking with my father, and my father's like, this is strange. We're looking at rooms, the names, and they're all guys' names. And then we look and we turn around, and there's room 1625, and it says Peter Salman. Salmon like the fish. So I'm like, maybe this is my room. And so apparently my room. And I was like, what are we going to do? And my dad's like, well, you're one lucky female. And he's like, aren't you sad that you didn't ask for a double room? He was making fun of me because if I happened to ask for a double room, I might have been living with a guy my first year around in Cornell's housing.
Well, it's nice that he had a sense of humor about it. I don't know if all fathers who have traveled that far only to drop their daughter off on the guy's side of the dorm would have been so good-natured about it, but glad he was.
Yeah, he's always a funny guy. Well, the only problem was the laboratory, the going to the bathroom at night, because I had to walk like a long way to the ladies' side of the dorm to go.
Right. Not ideal.
Not ideal, but it's a good memory,
It
nice
sure
to have
is,
such memories.
So, being far from Ithaca, farther from than a lot of alumni are, how do you find you stay in touch with the university and the friends that you made here? Is there, do you attend groups or events in your area?
Yeah. Well, with my friends who are from with friends, let's say, we have these, with the new technology, it's really easy with Facebook and WhatsApp groups. And I keep coming over to Turkey in June for a Blue Cruise trip. We arranged a Blue Cruise in the Aegean Sea. So there's going to be, I think, 12 of us on a boat. And we're going to be cruising the Turkish and Greek islands. So we keep in touch with them because they're located.
If you need any support from
well.
Alumni Affairs for that trip,
I hope they
just say the word.
I should apply for some kind of aid, right?
Yes. It's our duty to support you.
Yeah, we could hang a Cornell flag on the cruise liner in the Aegean, and we might get some, this is marketing. It's
yeah.
True.
And I would be honored to help market.
I'll definitely share some pictures on Instagram when the time comes.
I'll take it.
And as far as the people in Turkey, like Turkish graduates, we have a Turkish graduates group here. We also have a Cornell Ambassadors Network here. So,
right.
And Hongnan from the alumni office, she was here this summer, and we all met. And ever since then, we've been having activity, especially for the incoming students. We had the interviews. I mean, not the interviews, the meetings. We're not doing interviews. We had the contact meetings, and then we had when they were accepted, with the ones that were accepted, there was a little get together. And so that's it. And I think when the ones who decide to attend Cornell, we're going to have another meeting as well. Before, it's like a little party. And before that, we used to have, with different days when for international students, there would be these days announced, where you could get together. And we always did our meetings in Istanbul. At least 20, 25 people showed up. And so that was, we have such meetings. So I think every year we tend to meet around at least 4 or 5 times. So maybe every 2 months. So that's good. And we keep in contact. We also have a WhatsApp group with with the Turkish graduates. So for example, they know that there's going to be 2 of us from Turkey speaking today. So they know that they're going to be watching, hopefully, some of them. And so that's about it. Yeah. And a few years back, actually, the biggest, I think, event that we ever had was the Cornell, the Turkish ambassador American ambassador to Turkey was a Cornell graduate about 10 years ago, this was, or 7 years ago. And we had a very nice dinner with him. I think there was over 70 people in attendance, and that was a high point when, so that was also very nice to have a dinner with him. I think that's about it. Yeah, that's the kind of activities we do. We gather around for drinks.
That's quite a lot.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for giving your time to the to the students and for helping organize all these meetups. I think this is why we try to do this broadcast during Giving Days, to really show that community spirit that exists all around the globe within the Cornell family. So thanks for that. And we're about out of time, but I want to give you the opportunity just to kind of throw it out there. What's kind of priority list for you in terms of supporting,
for Cornell,
on Giving Day?
For Cornell Giving Day, I mean, for me, I'm a bookworm. So money spent on books is never money badly spent for me. But also, I've come to realize the importance of education, and how important education is, especially in the past 3-4 years. I'm sure you know about what's going on in Turkey with the corrupt politicians and etc. and all these uneducated masses, following in their steps. So education, I think money spent on books and education is money best spent. There's never a question about, you should never have any questions about it. So of course I'm going to be donating to Cornell, but I'm going to be donating especially for the international students, financial aid, because I think more students, a lot of students who don't have the financial capabilities, to go to Cornell, but are very, well endowed and are more than capable, should be able to, attend Cornell as well. And unfortunately, maybe within the Ivy League schools, there are some schools, that do give need blind financial aid. I hope Cornell will be able to reach a point that will be able to give, need blind financial aid as well. So that's my #1 hope for Cornell in the future. So that's why I will be donating, because Cornell is great and it should live up to its name in the upcoming years as well.
Well, Cornell is great because of alumni like you. So thank you so much for all your support and for all the time that you give Cornell. And, I think what you say about getting, supporting international students is really key. So thank you for that. And thank you for taking a sick day to join us today. And we
I'm not sick,
I know. Well, you gave up your commute to join us, and we'll always be grateful for that. Well, thank you so much, Petek, from class of '99, and just want to give a quick shout out. So everyone knows we are running a big red selfie Instagram campaign today in honor of Giving Day. So get on Instagram, take a selfie, and tag it Big Red Selfie, and let's see you and your friends and your red and celebrating Giving Day today. So thank you again for joining us, Petek, and we will be back in just a few minutes, where we will be moving on to Japan with Rose. See you later, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. Bye.